This is Andrew Hennessey from Stargate Edinburgh Tours, early 2017. Thought I'd give you an update on what's happening with the Gorebridge scene. Certainly there have been big changes in the appearance of the camp, where the actual hilltop itself is, it's a literally a tip. It's a garbage tip. There are it's like some desolation of smog or something. Unbelievable stuff is going on there. I don't know exactly what it is, but for some reason the locals just love to go there and empty their transit vans full of old kitchen stuff and burning up cars. And is it because of that that the local farmers have put their cattle fences, 7-foot cattle fences and stuff? There's now CCTV up there, which is arguably a blessing, or obviously not very much of a threat, because I've actually seen cars driving in amongst the camp area. I don't know how they get in there. They must have found a new road into Blink Bonnie Mine or something like that, because they seem to have got over the usual tank traps and have got in amongst it. And they seem to go there and just empty out all sorts of stuff, from mattresses and old MDF bedroom set cars on fire. This is the hilltop of the camp. Now the camp, of course, by the way, is a place of great alien activity. It has been in the past. Maybe all this new stuff with the campfires and Buckfast crew or whatever sent the aliens scurrying down the little ant holes back down into Hive Central, because it might be that the aliens no longer want anything to do with Gorebridge. In which case that'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be wonderful if the aliens didn't have any more to do with Gorebridge? I can't see that happening though. You still get people filming stuff going on there. And there are still reports of people interacting with these beings at night and all that. So I don't know, my jury's out on that one. My goodness, big party up there. But what started all this actually was, I think, the local farmers have had fences up for some time. They've been complaining of cattle mutilation. Well, right enough, the cattle that we've got filmed being mutilated, John Gillies filmed cattle being mutilated in the very fields that are now surrounded by these high fences. Gillies went out one night with his mate and he filmed some cattle flying through the air with the greatest of ease, getting their heads lopped off with some evil lightsaber or something. Horrid. Maybe it's just standard practice for the local farmers around there to hire the aliens in to do their rendering for them. But anyway, that's what's been going on there. And other things as well. You heard there's a whole bunch of livestock up there that have been getting mutilated as well. So the high fences are meant to keep out the yobbos who are meant to be causing all the problems. But what is really causing the problems there is all this stuff after the fact. Are these people in their minds being encouraged to sort of go there and do that? Maybe they are, I don't know. But funny enough, I get all these people, all these kind of locals. I've been all over Midlothian. I've never seen anything alien. I said, well, you should have gone to Specsavers, obviously, because there's so much stuff flying about that you'd have to be very, very short-sighted to miss it all, frankly. And there are people going, well, I'm a local, I've never seen anything. How no? How have locals never seen anything? If you stay at Gorebridge, you're bound to see something alien going on there. You're bound to see something. Guys report stuff in the local paper. There are deers hanging from trees. Mutilated deers were reported hanging from trees. There is stuff going on at Gorebridge, no doubt at all. Didn't give me your stuff about I'm a local, I've stayed there all my life and I've never seen anything. How no? Did you not talk to the people in Barleynow Road? The whole street was out complaining about alien orbs, about, a metre across, floating across the roofs very slowly, intimidating, and then they went off to Greenhill Primary School and sat on the roof there. You know, talk to these people. How are you not talking? Anyway, we did try to get a sort of public inquiry, some sort of result out of this, but it wasn't going to happen, Anyway, so what I've discovered about that part of Gorebridge now is it's now got cameras. The camp's now got cameras, allegedly anyway. And what a mess. Just what a mess. Really. Anyway, and not only is there a mess, there are these very, very high fences surrounding the fields that these cattle, the cattle have been going missing there for years. It isn't the locals that are doing that. It is, you can see the spaceships come in. What you heard actually was that apparently there was this low-flying jets could be seen, but they make no noise. Kind of hovering, kind of jets that look like ordinary aircraft, but they're not really ordinary aircraft. And then in come, they make these aircraft noises ultimately, and then in come the aliens to lift the cattle. The cattle then get dumped in the local valleys. There's bones lying about all over the place, and arguably there's these werewolf things padding about as well. But that's another story. I'm not going to bore you with those details. Stargate Edinburgh tours will take you around these places and see this stuff for yourself. You might find that bringing some infrared gear is going to help. You'll see definitely lots of activity. And the Pentlands, for instance, the Pentland Hills are quite extraordinary activity going on there. We've got some footage on that place too. For a long time now, this area has been buzzing with stuff. So it's up to ourselves really to bring it to the attention of people who could do something about it. I mean, would your local MP for Gorebridge say, would he be interested? Well, he wasn't interested the last time. He just, it's a one-off event, he said. It was just somebody reporting a one-off event. That was what the guy said. However, he was very wrong about that. Obviously, he just wanted to make sure that the problem went away, certainly not on his watch, etc., etc. It might be that with the advent of all the new housing and the train to Galashiels, the new railway, new housing, new commuters, new approach to things, and the advent of all that technology that could turn an alien into a three-dimensional Instagram. It could be that the aliens have sort of retreated, but I don't think so. I think this stuff's still creeping about the place, and I'd be very surprised if it just gave up and ran away. I don't think it's going to run away, that stuff. So, brazen as it is, it will still be in your face any day of the week, basically. If you go to Gorebridge, you're going to see stuff that perhaps you need to look at maybe carefully later on. Some of the stuff is quite intriguing. It might just be semantics that we're arguing about the photographs, but I think you're going to get stuff more clear than just, question marks and lights in the sky. It's way beyond question marks and lights in the sky at Gorebridge.